And she was a client, and she was absolutely brilliant. She wrote a fantastic book. And we're on one of our coaching calls, and she says to me, David, all these great strategies, all these great ideas, I hear you. I love you. My problem is I can't get out of Buffalo. I said, what? She says, I can't get out of Buffalo. So she lives in Buffalo, New York, and she says, every gig that I get, it's like down at the ladies auxiliary for 350 bucks. Down at the chamber for 250 bucks. Down in the church basement here in Buffalo for 300 bucks. She says, I can't get out of Buffalo. And I said, Nancy, I understand that you're well known in your community, and these are not high paying, high profile speaking opportunities that you're being presented with or that you're finding. And I told her, I said, the problem is not that you're being invited to the church basement or the ladies' auxiliary or the chamber. The problem is that you're taking them. And I said, a national level expert does not go down to the chamber for 250 bucks. A national level expert does not. And the moment I called her national level expert, this was a Zoom call, I could see her entire body language change. She started to sit up a little bit straighter. She started to have shoulders back a little bit. And she says to me, David, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Until this call, I never considered myself a national level expert. So I wasn't looking at these opportunities in Buffalo from the perspective of a national level expert. I was looking at these from little Nancy in Buffalo. And I said, little Nancy in Buffalo is gone. We can have a little memorial service for her, but she's gone. I am looking at Nancy, the national level expert. And from then on, she went from like these $300 to $500 gigs to $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 gigs because her self-image, it was no longer little Nancy from Buffalo. It was national level expert.